What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're working on the wagon again. Got a few little things to take care of. We're in the middle of tuning right now, which is why I got all my temporary fire gauge and wiring running in there. But the main thing we want to do today is get it on the lift and see if we can get the rear end raised up a little bit. It's currently sitting on springs, so they are not adjustable. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out a little spacer, put between the rubber and the chassis, drop that down, hopefully raise the rear about 3/8, maybe to 1/2 inch, just kind of get it level front to back. The other thing we got to do is try to figure out what's going on with the AC. Not getting AC this summer. Last year it was a little spotty, so we got to figure that out. Hoping it's not a compressor, but we're going to throw it on the lift, check the wiring, and go from there. So let's get this thing up on the air. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead in here, pop the bottom of my shock loose so that I can drop the arm a little farther. And then we're going to come here and get my light up in there. Right up. You can just see the top of the spring right at the end of my flashlight there. And we're going to cut some spacers, drop that down to get a little more ride height out of here. Because you can see up in there, light's kind of playing tricks. I wasn't rubbing on the fender, but I was on the fender liner a little bit. This wheel and tire setup actually tucks perfectly all the way up in there. But I didn't like the way it sat, so we're going to head and bump it down a little bit and get this thing sitting a little level front to back. I didn't like the rake, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to see up in here, but I have lowered the subframe down to where we can get the spring out. Got the top hat here, cut a spacer. It's going to sit on top of here. And I was going to do it out of steel, but I decided, you know what, I have this kind of rubbery poly type of material that I think will end up working better. It won't scratch. It's kind of rubbery nice. So I'm going to grab my hole saw. I'm going to chop some circles out of here, make a spacer, basically drop the top hat down, and should raise my suspension up. Alright, so I'm just going to do it out here so I don't have all the mess inside the shop to clean up. Alright, so I got the 3 cut. We're going to go clean them up on the sander a bit, drill a bigger hole in the middle, and we should have our spacers made. Alright, so we got these all cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead, grab my step drill bit, and drill the hole out in the middle, and we should be ready to throw them up in there and get some better wheel gap. Alright, so now I got to take these, drill the hole out where they're going to seat around here. We're going to do that with the step drill bit. We'll chuck them in the vise, and hopefully this is real nice. Alright, there's our spacers. We're going to go chuck some of these in. I'm not sure if I want to do 2 or 3. I want to make sure I go up enough. I'm just not sure what that's going to be. I think I'm going to start with 3, see how that sits, and go from there. Because I'd rather be a tad high than still too low. Alright, now I'm going to struggle to get these back in again. doing it on the lift is definitely going to be a lot easier because I can use a screw jack. Get my subframe bolt started here again. Here. So pretty much what we've done here is we have spaced the spring from the body about 1/4 inch. So I'm hoping that'll get me about 3/8 out here since we are playing with a little bit of leverage here. But we're gonna find out soon enough. So I'm gonna go ahead, do the other side, and see what we're left with. Zoom up on that a little bit. I'm assuming it's going to settle a little bit because we just set it down, but if it would stay close to that, that would be absolutely perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. But I'm assuming it's going to drop just a little bit once we roll the car forward. But for now, we're going to roll with that and see how it ends up settling out. And we're going to move on to the second issue, which is my AC not working. And I just looked underneath. My compressor is not plugged in. So I'm going to have to track down where the chassis side of that harness is, if it got tore off or something crazy. Find and fix that, and hopefully I'll have working AC again. But for now, guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned for the next one.